Hey, what do you say, my fellow weekend warriors? Today we're making some margherita pizzas, and I'm gonna do it on this Ooni Koda 16 that Ooni was kind enough to send me to test out on the channel. Last year I went out and I bought the Ooni Pro, and I love cooking on that too. You can do wood fire, gas fire, but this one is straight gas, and I've had a lot of fun cooking on it. I really enjoy it. And hey, if you're new here, my name's Mike. I'm all about cooking outside. I do pizzas, I do barbecue. I love just trying out new recipes and sharing them with you guys. So if you're down with that, hit that subscribe button. And hey, let's get into these margherita pizzas. I'm making a homemade pizza sauce today, so let's do it. You're gonna wanna get a saucepan, put it on medium heat, and this sauce recipe comes from Ooni's Cooking with Fire cookbook that I bought last year. They've got all kinds of great recipes in here, so this is the one we're doing. It's really simple. So you're gonna start off with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Call that 1, 2. Make sure you get that nice and heated up. And to the heated olive oil, we're gonna add 2 cloves of crushed garlic. I've got one of these garlic presses, but you could chop it if you don't have one of these. And just scrape that off. Mix this around real quick. And to that, we're gonna add 1 can of whole plum tomatoes. This is 749 grams. Dump that in. 2 tablespoons of sugar, about a teaspoon of salt, about a teaspoon of pepper. That in there. And then I've got a handful of basil. This is actually from our raised garden beds. So I just plucked off the tops of some of those, chopped it up roughly. We'll put that in. Give it a good mix. And what's gonna happen is this heats up, these whole tomatoes are gonna break down. The sauce is gonna thicken, and it's gonna take about 20 minutes. And you'll know, it'll start to thicken and come together. Now the perfect thing about this is it takes 20 minutes. And that's about exactly how long our Ooni oven's gonna take to preheat. So while this is going, let's go ahead and get that pizza oven fired up. And firing this up is really easy. Turn your propane tank on, and then you're just gonna turn this to the left. It's a single touch ignition. Just like that, we're fired up. And I'm gonna leave this on high for 20 minutes. And on a day like today, I have 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts coming from the northeast. So you want a cart. Hopefully you have a cart with casters on it, where you can position this so that the wind is not blowing into the face of it. You want that wind coming up and over the back. And we want to let this go until that pizza stone reaches about 750 degrees in the center. This will take a little while because we've got a 1/2-inch thick pizza stone that you want to heat through. And as soon as it comes up to temp, we'll start making our margherita pizzas. And if you want to see the sourdough recipe we use, I'll leave an info card above, a link down below. The guy's name is Artisan Brian. He makes some killer bread recipes. I think he's an expert on sourdoughs, and so I'm just gonna link to his video, and you can check that out if you wanna see how we make the dough. And we'll be back as soon as all this is ready. All right, it's been about 20 minutes for our sauce here, and you'll know it's ready. It'll kind of start to stick to the bottom a little bit, but look at how those tomatoes just naturally broke down. And now I can just take the spoon a little bit, break up any extra chunks, and this smells so unbelievably good right now. I just love it. So that's good to go. I'm gonna turn the heat off and let it cool down a little bit. And now let's go check on our pizza stone temperature. All right, so we're at about 755 roughly in the center. All the way over in that back left corner, we're getting up around 900 or so. And all the way up in this far right corner, we're sitting at about 500 degrees. So by the time it takes us to get the pizzas made, this should be hot enough and ready to go, so let's do it. So first things first, we gotta get our dough out of the container. This has been cold proofing in my refrigerator for about 3 days. And I've got a little shaker here with some flour in it. I'm just gonna flour this side here real quick. Not a lot. kind of rub that in. And I'll just move this up here, flour my board a little bit, just so it doesn't stick. And I'll take this guy off of here. The side that I did not flour is gonna go down. It's a little sticky. This is probably about a 65% hydration. And all I'm gonna do is simply push down gently into the center. What we're doing is pushing all the air and gas out to the edges so we get that nice bubbly crust. Just like that. You can see that guy. If you get a big puffer like that, it's okay to just release the gas. Or you could leave it. This is not pizza perfection. Flip it over. Do the same thing. And then to stretch it, I just push down with my hand here and pull with my other hand. Same thing. I'll do that a couple times. Now this Ooni Koda 16, obviously you could cook up to a 16-inch pizza. But when we're doing this Neapolitan style or inspired pizza, that's a little bit too big because we put more sauce than cheese or anything else on here. And the center, it gets a little bit soggy. And so at a pizza 16 inches big, that would not be good. So that looks about right. And so now I've got my pizza peel right here. I've got a very thin layer of cornmeal on there. I don't have semolina. That would be much better because this does tend to burn, but again, we're not going for perfect. We're just going for pizza. So we'll put that on. Then we'll take a ladle full of our homemade pizza sauce. Spread that all over. Get another one down right here. Big chunky pieces of tomato. You got the basil in there, a little bit of sugar. It's beautiful. All right, now I'm gonna take some freshly grated, this is pecorino, but you could also use Parmesan. Just a little bit of pecorino cheese down there. Man, this is gonna be tasty. Get that. And now I've got some fresh mozzarella. Scatter this about. Put as much or as little as you like. Get this all over there. By the time this comes out of the oven and it's ready to slice, it should look like the Italian flag. Red, white, and green. And we'll put our fresh basil on afterwards so it doesn't burn in there. I'm just gonna drizzle this pizza with a little bit of pure olive oil. It's gonna add excellent flavor. Make sure this pizza still moves, and it does. So real quick, before we throw it in here, I gotta turn this down. Instead of having the heat all the way up, we're gonna turn it all the way down. So that's as simple as turning this knob all the way to the left, and you should have saw that flame go down to its lowest position. Now I'm gonna do this in real time, so pardon any unediting that takes place. There we go. Now you'll see I left, hopefully you can see, I've got about a 2-inch gap between the flame and the pizza in there. And so we're gonna let this go and just keep an eye on it here. We can see that outer crust starting to bubble. I got a big bubble in the center, which is okay. Take my pizza turner, give it a little bit of a turn, and you'll see here these dark spots. That's called leoparding. That is not burnt. There's a lot of really good flavor in that. give it another turn. And I'm trying to maintain that same pizza position on the stone. Another turn. It's looking good all around. I think I'm pretty happy with this. Just give it another second. All right. Beautiful pie. Hope you guys can see that. Let's get it over on the table. All right, let me get my basil in here. I'm gonna push it down because I know the wind's gonna blow it away. A few pieces of fresh basil or basil from the garden. And now we'll cut this up and see how we did. I can't wait. I'll grab this big guy right here. See what I mean? A little bit soggy in the middle, but that's how it's supposed to be. Nice and crispy on the bottom. Nice crust. Let's fold this boy in half and get a bite. I love this, just simple ingredients. Here we go. You just can't beat it with the fresh ingredients, fresh sauce, fresh basil. Cooked it in a minute or so. Hey, if you guys like what we're doing over here, hit that subscribe button right there. And you definitely want to check out one of those two videos right there. And I'll see you over there.